Hi Virgo, welcome to June 2025. Let's go. First up we have the Chariot. The King of Pentacles, bottom of the deck is the U. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Okay. Things are smooth. Things run smoothly. Things run in a way that leaves you with very little judgment. You feel the easygoing nature of the season. You feel easygoing in the season because things are so right. They feel right. And so there's very little friction. And the Chariot is just moving, and you feel great in that Chariot. In fact, you feel very much like you like to feel. So celebrating the self, not really having time to judge or look or even care to know what's going on with others. Your contentment lies in your ability to keep moving forward and becoming more and more who you want to be, accomplishing more, racking up those wins, those hours, those minutes, whatever metric you're using right now for whatever progress has the most focus for you, or perhaps there are many areas of your life where you just progress is the name of the game right now, and you're giving it your all and you're being very consistent, and you have a pretty stable sense of self around it. You believe that you can accomplish these things. It is a rebirth, and this card has come up 3 times in 3 different readings. It is a time of rebirth, but it's not painful. You're completely yourself and can handle it, and in fact feel like you planned this out and scheduled it. You have been completely aware that this was happening, and so there's very little friction here, which is super, super nice, because I think when you feel comfortable and you feel like you are progressing at a speed that makes sense to you and makes you feel proud of yourself, I think that opens up a lot of room for you, where you're not so spiky and people really enjoy being around you, but more importantly, you enjoy being out, you enjoy doing things, you're not isolating out of fear of being like poked or, having to see something ugly. You're comfortable. You feel comfortable. The way people are behaving towards you feels very good. You are in turn very pleasant, very joyful. So it's a really nice exchange. And so any rebirth or drastic change that happens now is very welcome. Like I said, it was planned and you've been working towards it diligently. Okay, so not a lot of surprises, maybe not so sexy to a non-Virgo, this reading so far, but I don't know, this seems kind of perfect for you. Like, I'm a Virgo moon, I find a lot of solace in this. Yeah, this is exactly what I want to be doing. I just want to focus on my shit. And I think the reason that's so important is because it's a really easy way, well, not easy, but it's a really efficient way, let's say, to transmute some pretty painful energy. I think it's important that whatever you have going on right now, that you don't flaunt it. If that's a relationship, if that's a win, a promotion, whatever it is, just for a little while, keep it to yourself. Or don't make such a big deal out of it where you have that urge to rub something in someone's face. Don't do that. Right now, the way things are set up and the transits that we're going through which I have them all numbered and written down. We're gonna talk about all this. The most important, I think, for you being the one that we should talk about here, it's that Jupiter will move into Cancer. So if that's your Virgo's your natal sun, then it's right behind you there, and it's a bigger energy than anything else we have. So it's, you know, planet wise, it's very, very overwhelming, especially if you're a Virgo rising and Jupiter is now moving into your 12th house. Big spotlight on that which hurts you most. Big spotlight on your most vulnerable points. That's not a time to be advertising your good luck. That's what I'm saying to you. This is a time to enjoy and revel in your good fortune and happiness in relative quiet and privacy. And if you do feel the need to kind of show off your new job, your new partner, your new money, whatever it is, just take some time to really think about how to curate it and how to make it look so that it comes across as beautiful and appropriate and not petty. The major difference, because you have so many of the same aesthetic qualities, you and Libra, the major difference here is that Libra's petty is different. Your petty is very obvious. So take a note here that if there is someone, something that makes you want to throw your good luck in their face, do so in a way where you don't lose face with people around you, because they're going to think less of you if they realize that's what you're doing. Either don't do it or do it in a way that's smart. Because there's also this strange kind of like evil eye situation here, transit wise too. Jupiter in Cancer is like, you don't want to call attention to things that are already important to you that you want to keep close. It's a time to consolidate all that's making you happy and keep it close instead of opening it up for the world to see. You can open up for the world. You can start going back out there. You can be as open as you want, but with that which you care about, be really, really protective, and flaunting anything right now that puts you in the spotlight is a mistake. Just for right now. Just for right now. But the energy's one of creating resistance that you don't need. You know, tell people after everything is, tell people as little as you can, but tell people after it's done. Be normal until you get what you want, and it's much more secure than it is now. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Wait until you feel like you've attained what you wanted with this goal or this ambition, you know, with the Chariot, the first card, this ambition that you have. And like I said, it could be several different aspects of your life, this ambition that you have, that you want to be, you know, let's say you want to make more money, you want to be more fit, you want to be in a loving relationship, check, 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 right? Okay. That internally and keeping track and keeping score, amazing. Doing that for the world to see, huge mistake. People don't want to see anybody happy, but I think you guys more than most. It's like people look at your exterior and they think that your life is easy. So you shouldn't also be winning more. You've already won in like the looks department. You shouldn't have to win in other, you know, people don't like to see you win. I was kind of avoiding saying that, but like, yeah, there it is. And so when you start to show that you are winning, and like, it's fucked up because you should be able to celebrate your wins just like everybody else. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying what it is. It puts a weird vibe on you. People put weird energy on you when they think you're happy. It's weird. It's kind of ugly, to be honest. Because I don't think you guys are like that. I mean, I suppose there are people like that in every sign, right? But you kind of seemed more concerned with what you got going on. So much so that I don't think you would have time to be like that kind of hater. But actively being upset that somebody's doing well or healing or doing better or happier, or their goals are coming to fruition, being unhappy about that to the point where there's like a weird energy transference, that's fucked up. But it happens, and I think it happens to you guys more than it happens to other people, because like I said, I feel like people have a very interesting relationship, a very trauma-filled relationship with looks. And so if you're born naturally being very attractive, which most of you are, mashallah, that's a good thing, right? Obviously, I think it puts you immediately, and this is a conversation like we're not supposed to be having this conversation. It puts you immediately at a disadvantage with anyone who has a chip on their shoulder about their looks, first of all. There's that whole subset of people who have that chip on their shoulder about their looks. They do not like you no matter what you look like. Because the fact of the matter is, no matter what you look like, your sense of style, your sense of cleanliness, your sense of presentation makes you look good regardless of your actual features, right? So when someone has a chip on their shoulder about their looks, it just goes without saying that there's nothing that can be done with them in terms of presentation, because the thing that you need for presentation is confidence, and that's the very thing that they're lacking. So your package, what you are, immediately triggers so many people who lack those basic components of attractiveness, right? That subset of people don't care what kind of person you are. They just feel like you, and they feel that they were born in an unequal position to you. You've been given more in a way that's not fair. So think about, not that you should linger on that group of people's existence, but in terms of what you're putting out there, be very cognizant that there is a group of people who just don't like you for no good reason. They have a reason, but it's not a good one. It's a totally fucked up one. And please put whatever good stuff is happening to you through the filter of knowing that there are people with those sort of intentions and those sort of beliefs about you looking at your stuff and being able to print their energy on your shit. Be careful. Please-o. Please-o. Let me show you these cards. 1 second. Okay. So with that Chariot up first, the major driver of the month is material stability. If a partner, especially a Cancer or a Libra, if they can't seem to, or an Aquarius, if they can't seem to take a seat on the back burner a little bit, I think things go sideways. Because you need you enjoy and you also need to use this energy that you feel right now. You need to use it properly. Later in the month, Mars is going to be in your sign after the 17th. And this is an energy that you're just too smart to waste. Which is why we had that whole conversation about hiding your wins. Because there's going to be so many, inshallah. Like, it's a great time for you. Don't shoot yourself in the foot by saying too much. It's not smart. But I only say that because the wins are so many, so good, so satisfying. Mars gives you all the energy and all the confidence to just plow through whatever it is to your goal. And you feel good doing it. And there's momentum here. There's speed and momentum, and there's a very cohesive message. But in the midst of this, how do I say it? You can create this sadness for yourself. That's why it's so important to talk about, because so much is going in your favor. And it is wonderful. But it's going to attract a lot of attention. And unfortunately, a lot of that attention will be from miserable people. So just taking this energy in and really feeling like the star, but keeping it in a close circle. Just for now. As we move more into the summer, as you get a little more time with Mars, as we get closer to your season, we're almost there, this will become naturally something that you can't keep private. You know, the winds will multiply, but your foundations will be much stronger then, much deeper. So just for now. Also, this Scorpio Libra combo here, if you've specifically if you specifically have dealings with this fixed energy and things are feeling super tough right now, I think you've got to take a step back and think about what's happening here in this dynamic. If you can immediately answer the question, is this person hurting me on purpose? If you can immediately and quickly answer that with a yes, we've got a problem. If this is two people, if these are friends of yours that are ganging up on you, we've got a problem. It's something that you really don't need right now. Sometimes, weirdly, as your peaks are approaching, people will, again, I always say, like, your haters know you're going to succeed before you do. They, like, sense it. I feel like that sort of negative energy can get ramped up right now as well. So keeping an eye on that. And then just keeping in mind, because Mars will be in your sign, sleep becomes really important. Because there's a lot of moving around here. And this is not the only kind of time you want to be spending in the bed. Make some time, deliberate time, to get ready before sleeping. Sleep hygiene, it's called. Very important. And if you're finding yourself unable to sleep through the night, you have so much energy, create a little ritual for yourself. A little bath time, book time, no phone, put the phone in the other room time, kind of thing. Okay? I love you. I will see you in the extended. The extended, we're gonna reshuffle for work and money, and then health. And then we're gonna do the movie tarot. Super fun. Those links are below. There's a Patreon link and a Vimeo link, and there's a link for personal readings and also DMs. Instead of getting a reading, if that's too expensive, you can do DMs. And tomorrow we're having a little birthday meetup on Zoom. I'll put that info below as well. And I will see you in the extended. Love you.